y'all? Safon here with an episode of Books, Bud, and BS. So today is going down Verzuz, Battle of the Books, printed and electronic copies. We're seeing how we feel about sour diesel, and we're trying to stifle God's laughter at man's plan. Let's fire this up. So here's the skinny. I've been ordering a lot of books lately, right? We got the BBB book club over on Facebook. I got my book club crew that I've been rocking with forever. So all the books are being read. So I go online and try to order these books that I need to be reading, and I'm getting estimated times of 3 to 5 weeks, as opposed to fucking business days that I'm used to get my books delivered. And that's created a bit of an issue for me because I need my books now. I want them now. So this has forced me into some uncharted territory of electronic books. I've avoided electronic books like the plague since I can remember. Simply no desire for them. Why would I want this when I could have this has always been my logic. Sure, thousands of arguments for this one. I could have those equal arguments for that one. So I said I could think these arguments in my head, or I could bring them to you live to convince you that I'm right about which book is better for the reading glory. So here we are, y'all. Verzuz, Battle of the Books is going down in Fonstown, and let's get it cracking. First, accessibility. You can hold these books in your hand, take them anywhere. Same thing for printed and electronic. I get it. Both of these things are portable. Both of them can come with you how you're rocking. Both of them are fairly small-ish, can fit into a book bag. Great. The accessibility, there's probably about an even balance here. But then you have usability, right? When I'm holding this book, I love the fact that I can flip pages. I love the fact that I can go back to where I thought I saw something and flip ahead and reference a name and all that kind of stuff. That's the beauty of having this. Doing that in this has posed to be a bit of an issue. Sure, I can type in a page number, but what if I don't exactly know? So now I'm typing in 32, and then I'm deleting that one, and then typing in 35, and it's just not as convenient as one might think it would be electronically. These aren't pages. In fact, the act of acting like I'm flipping pages is flipping me out. I don't really like it. So you lose on usability with the iPad. Let's go to scent. There is very little in the world like a scent of a new book. It does something. It's connected directly to something that's connected to something else that brings joy. I don't know what it is. I don't know what they spraying. I don't know what's at these printer companies, but that scent, that new book scent, sends readers. I think this is a general consensus. Drop down in the comments and let me know. Do new book scents send you driving wild and just excites you about the book by the smell alone? It happens to me. Guess what this smells like? Fingerprints and metal. Yes. Let's talk tracking. Tracking your pages. So, track. What page am I on? According to that fold right there, I'm on page 135. I come here, I try to track my pages, they guessing. I think you on page 32, but on the other device, you felt like you was on page 14, but on this device, you might be on page 12. I don't like the guessing. Give me that fold. Open. I know exactly where I left off, and I keep it reading. I don't like you misreading where I last read. I can track my books for myself. You lose. Longevity. Y'all know how long these books been on my wall? I don't either. Y'all know how long I've had books in here? For about a week. You know how many books I have in here? I already don't know. It's hard to keep track of your books when they're in this little device. Books only work for me when I can track them like this. There it is. I've read that one. My books tend to be out of sight, out of mind. I smoke a lot of weed. If I can't see you, I probably don't remember you. That's how short-term memory works. It don't work like that where I could just say, oh, I've had this book. I know it's trapped in this device somewhere. That's not how my world is. So no. This doesn't work for me for longevity. I like to be able to have my books as collectible items. I can't collect books in this electronic device. It sucks. Art. look at this. Isn't that a little beauty? You can already get the feel, the tone, the vibe, the essence of this book just by the artwork. It invites you or repulses you. They say don't judge books by the cover, but you do. You look at a book and that's your first step of knowing, is this something that you potentially want to crack open? Maybe it's subconscious, but it's there. Here, the cover's there when you first open it up, but then it's gone. So you don't have that level of connection with the book. The art helps to tell the story as well as the words do. Without the art, the words, they're there, they resonate, but the picture's a little less complete. Also, art. My books have also served as my decoration since I moved in here. So I can't stack a bunch of these. I can't even afford to stack a bunch of these freaking iPads on my wall because it won't even give you the glory of my hanging books. How are those books up there, Fawn? It's art. Purchasing. You already know. You know the experience of walking in a bookstore, hearing the bustle, walking down the aisles, looking for your book, trying to let a book jump out at you, grabbing a book, flipping through those pages, seeing if it resonates. Nah, I'll grab another. Go grab another book. Open that one. Flip through that one. This one kind of resonates. I'll take this one to the cashier. Go to the cashier. Buy the book. They put it in the bag. You feel that weight in the bag as you're walking off. You're walking to the train, that book is swinging, that weight in that book is going with you. You get to the train, you open that bag up, you smell that book, you crack that book open, and there it is. Point, click, purchase, boom. Convenience. I can take this anywhere. I can take this anywhere too. And I guess if you really want to be fair, you can take more books in here than you can. All right, this wins. Ebooks win on convenience. Focus. When it comes to a printed book, I can really do some hard, concentrated, focused reading. I can spend hours here. You get about 20 minutes of me at a time with this ebook. Something happens to me. I don't know if I need to see a doctor. Something happens right here. I feel like my eyes start to cross a little bit, start to get a little dizzy. Something goes wrong with focus when I'm trying to look at these words on the screen. Maybe since it's because of screen, I'm always tempted to go look at something else because I've almost trained myself to know that electronic device means multitasking. I don't know. Focus is off. We went with focus. Time. Does anyone else find themselves rushing through electronic books? I feel like when I'm reading an ebook, I'm almost racing against myself while reading. I see this percentage, 3%. I'm only 3% through this book. I gotta. I'm racing to try to read. I don't want that kind of reading experience. Here, I take my time. It's leisure. I can gauge my pacing by the pages I'm turning. I can gauge how much book I have left by the pages I fold. It's more pleasant. Pleasant pressure. Let's talk errors. Guess what doesn't die or glitch? Lives on to fight another day. Let's talk functionality. To be fair, I guess electronic books kind of do something cool when they let you hold on to the word and let the definition of the word pop up. That's kind of a cool thing. I like it. But guess what else I have? Oh, trust it right here. As soon as I miss a word here, I go right here. All right, electronic books win a little bit with functionality. Great. Let's talk overall value. Overall, when it comes to the supreme reading experience, printed books win for me time and time again. I think we might have walked into this battle knowing how we were going to walk out according to Fawn. I love it. I'm all about a printed book. And I'll do this in the meantime, in between time, until we can get things back functioning. Until then, I'll be reading with this, but rocking with this. Let me know how you feel, y'all. Drop down in the comments. Have you been swayed over into the electronic world since that's been the most thing that's been available to you? Are you still a printed book person? Let me know. So yes, since I've been trying to keep up with work and reading, I've been trying to be a lot more timely with my smoking. This means that I've been doing smoking as gift, smoking as treat, smoking as payoff, smoking as job well done at the end of the day. And so far, it's been working for me. The treat I've been treated with lately has been sour diesel. If you've been following the videos, you've known that I now have been a lot more sativa leaning in my herb selections, right? So if you know anything about sativas, these strains are a little more uplifting, upbeat. You can have like a conversation, you can get a job done, do a little exercise. It's kind of about boom, 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 boom. So sour diesel is a hybrid, meaning that it combines an indica, which is a little more sedating, with a sativa, and it kind of meets you somewhere in the middle. With sour diesel, it's a little less middle, a little more skewed sativa, and that's just what I like. So after I've been done with my day, I've been firing up sour diesel, and I almost love it as much as I do Gorilla Glue. Yikes! I mean, I don't even know if I'm being hyperbolic by saying that, but it's how I'm feeling. I have been smoking this and having little dance parties in here by myself. It's allowed me to unwind and kind of get out of my workday. Since I have been working from home, my workday has been spilling over into all aspects of my life, and I do need to cut off. So when I've been smoking sour diesel, it's presented the best, most welcome escape into the euphoric feelings that it breeds. I'm having happy thoughts, happy feelings. Things don't seem as daunting as the general temperament of the world seem right now. Loving escaping through sour, because honestly, that's the only way we can escape right now anyway. Which brings me to the bullshit of the day. The bullshit of today is all the plans we made for this fine year of 2020 that God is having the heartiest laugh at. Y'all, I don't know that God has ever laughed this hard in God's life. When I tell y'all we had our vision boards, 2020 about to be that gift. We had them vision boards out. Pow, got my beach over here, my vacation right there, these new alliances I'm forming, my networks right here, all of my shit laid out as you did too. We thought 2020 about to be the year that's cracking, lacking, cracking. God said, what you about to do? You gonna do what? You gonna go where? And you gonna see who when you get there? And y'all gonna find how? Who? So we've been planning for 2020 so hardcore. Yes. Been planning all the things that we should, would, could do in 2020, and the year said no. Seems like some bullshit that the year said no, but it's forced something on us that gets all the yes. And that's presence. Y'all, we ain't got no choice but to be right here, right now. Imagine that. Imagine having to be present because that's the only option. Imagine gauging what we're gonna do by what we're doing. Imagine feeling how we're feeling right now with no attachment to what will be or to what was. We really have what we have right now. Imagine that pause. Imagine the laugh at trying to get to what we've been trying to get to for a long time anyway, in our own ways and shapes and forms, right? Presence. To just be here. I wouldn't lie to you and say that my mind is here all the time. No, sometimes my mind is in other places. Sometimes my mind in other cities, other times, other years, other circumstances. But that shit is few and far between because I don't have that. It's really not an option to me right now. All I have is this moment to be as present with you as I possibly can and repeat. So yeah, it's that bullshit that we had plans, but it's the blessing to be present. I hope you guys feel that blessing too. Let me know. Are you feeling blessed to be here? I am. Glad I'm here with you too. This your dog Fawn. Y'all know where I be. Y'all know what I do. Y'all know how I do it. Till next time. Holla at me.